Brain Candy Podcast, episode 1006. It sounds like a year. It's starting to sound like years.
Year of our Lord.
1006.
Our Lord, Mr. Rogers.
And Savior. Yeah. How's Lou?
Oh, I am so good. I am so happy and my heart is so full because my sweet baby angel has returned to me.
That's so great. That was a long separation.
It was the longest we've ever gone.
Ew.
And basically in lesbian years, like
it's like
years,
you got a divorce.
That was basically like we were separated for like 10 years. Now I can reference it. You know in Interstellar when they go to the planet and 1 year on that planet is really 7 years?
Yes.
It's like I was on that planet.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It is like that. And
man, my heart is so full now
together.
that I get to reference Interstellar too. So many reasons to be happy.
Well, everybody should probably know that we did create a new bit privately, Sarah and I, where like once I saw Interstellar, it just felt like, well, now what? And then we decided every episode must include an Interstellar reference.
And you know what? I didn't even remember that we said that. And this was natural.
This comes naturally.
This just happened like automatic, like, you know, this is how it is.
This is an Interstellar Stan account.
Yes, this is.
Henceforth. Yes. And now you're all in too deep, and that's the way it goes. But you know what? It's not like something we have to try real hard. It just,
I mean, we're only human. We have eyeballs.
It just happens.
Right. It just sets itself up for this.
But yeah, you were gone. You were separated too
long. But it was so fun because I got to do something that I've always wanted to do for somebody, but honestly, I never felt any of my partners were very deserving of. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think it was? That has to do with coming home. Feels very special. I think it's very special. I think it feels like a thing that, and you always see it in movies and stuff.
Oh, okay. What
that
you
I
did,
would do.
What Sarah would do
this is a fun game.
Is
it also was featured in a movie where your favorite song was playing in the background.
Oh my God. Well, that was at least in the movie Love Actually.
Correct.
And in that movie...
What is the scene that's happening there?
That's at the airport.
It is.
And I cry every time.
Yes.
Because love actually is everywhere.
It is everywhere.
My God. Okay, so you went to the airport and you did like a big production. Like
not a big production.
Oh, you did a sign.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God, I would die.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I know Susie's going to love this. I just know you're going to love this because I'm pretty proud of it. I stood back and I was like, Susie, this may be my best work ever.
I'm dying. This is the overlap of our interests. Oh my God. You made that?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Are you kidding
It's our
me?
future together.
For fuck's sake.
At the farm with our little horse.
Oh my God. This is... Oh my God. That's gorgeous, that sign.
Well, thank you, Sue.
I mean, what a talent you are.
I was like,
fucking hell.
Should I go into
That's
the
so
sign-making
annoying.
business?
Yeah.
It was
business that exists.
Right, it doesn't. I was very inspired, clearly, and I just took a picture that she had.
That looks like Amy.
Well, I was trying really hard.
Well, mission accomplished. Oh my God. And holy shit, Sarah. That's nice. You can never get rid of that.
No, she put it up in her bedroom, in her closet, so she can look at it, and it's going to be our inspiration. And what if we ended up? And I also, at the same time, said talked about how, Amy, I know you have your own apartment, and so do I, but I think we should sell both of those and buy a farm.
Yeah, obviously.
And she's like, Yeah, and then I keep saying this to people. Like, people are going to tell me that's a crazy idea for you guys to do.
You told me, and I was like, well, yeah.
And everybody I say that to is like, well, if there were ever two people who should do this, you should do this.
Yeah.
I did not think that was going to be the reaction.
Okay, well, bad news. You got to do it now.
I know. I'm so excited. So I've been like, just researching farms. We're going to go visit towns.
There's more opportunities than you'd think.
There really are. And I did not know this. And we're so excited. And we're looking at acres and acres of just like, and Amy's like, I'll have a garden. And everybody's so excited. And we've already picked the animals we're going to start with. We're going to start with 2 goats.
Yeah, duh.
And 6 chickens.
Yes.
And 2 dogs. One that's a regular dog, like in the house dog, and one that's a guard the chickens dog. Because you need those.
You do need those.
It's going to be so fun.
There is a lot of casualties. A lot of
casualties. I told Amy that the thing that I think is going to be the most difficult for her is the death.
Yeah.
There's always death on farms.
That's a circle of life, babe.
Circle of life. So we watched this adorable documentary, which if you have not seen it, I highly, highly, highly recommend. It's called The Biggest Little Farm. Have you heard of this?
Of course, yeah.
Oh, it's the cutest ever. So I made her watch The Biggest Little Farm with me, and we cried our eyes out. And she watched many of the scenes with her fingers like we were watching a horror film.
But that's what you learn through that, though.
Yes,
too,
and
so like this is life on this earth.
Yes,
listen. Yeah, read the Bible because I mean there are seasons. There's a time for grief and a time for joy, and I mean death and life and. That sucks. We didn't ask for this, but that's what we're doing.
Right.
But you can make it beautiful while you have it.
Yes. I was telling her that. There's also the Bible or a Pixar movie that came out called Hoppers that talks all about that, where it said there are pond rules. And in the pond, if an animal, the pond rule is if a bigger animal catches you, it gets to eat you. And there's a scene where like a fish is in the bear's mouth. And they're like, oh, don't eat him. And the fish is like, pond rules. Like
pond rules.
And
fair's fair.
Like, fair's fair.
Because that salmon or whatever it was would do it to something smaller.
That's kind of pond rules.
Yeah.
So.
And some would say gods.
Or, So. Pixar provides a metaphor.
Yeah.
I see.
No, but it's true. And she'll get used to it because it really is a beautiful process.
To it. And I agree.
I know they don't give a shit when we die, except for like an occasional dog.
Yeah.
Will be real sad.
Yeah.
But otherwise, they're like.
Right. There's that trend going around where people around their pets will just like faint and pretend to die and they see what the pets do. And this gal who like farms emus, she, pretended to do that, and then they all started to peck at her. She's like, okay, so you guys would eat me? That's what I've learned.
Sure.
I'm like, they will eat you. That is how this goes.
Yeah, and that's all right. We don't blame them.
That's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
It's fine.
But that's a really lovely feature. It's a really beautiful sign you made about your future.
Well, thank you. And I'm really excited. Is this what aging does to you?
No.
Is this aging or is this like...
No. Okay. It's not aging. It's you achieving your destiny. Yeah, it's clarity.
Oh my God, it makes me want to cry every time I think about it.
Great.
And my mom says that means that it's true and it's in your heart. You have to follow that.
Yeah. What else are we gonna do?
Right.
Sit around here and just stay on Instagram?
Right. What are we doing?
No thanks.
Gotta farm, grow stuff.
I'll tell you what you'll need if you're going to be running a farm, and that is rocket money because, woo!
Oh, yeah. We're going to need a budget.
Business. Oh, yeah.
We're going to need a budget.
Yeah, those pigs aren't going to feed themselves. Right? And here's why everyone should have rocket money. First of all, it's a free app, so I don't really see what the big pitch here is.
Right.
But if you want to understand your finances, save money, feel empowered, buy information, this is the app for you. I have used Rocket Money every day for many, many years, saved $1 gazillion. That's a rough estimate.
Yeah.
But I just recently, I have a screenshot of it. I got to post it. I just recently got an email being like, we saved you whatever on this. And like, I didn't even ask them to.
I love that.
I had set up like a recurring check-in on this account and I forgot all about it. And then they say me, I think it was $150, and I didn't even know it was on the table.
That's so great.
It was really fun. But they will cancel unwanted subscriptions. They will negotiate lower rates with your, I don't know, cable or phone or whatever, especially if they notice that it looks high, and they'll tell you, hey, you might be
Oh my gosh, they did that with my auto insurance. Saved me $600 a year.
That's a lot.
I know, and that's the second time they did that. The first go round, it was $1,200. Now this has been 4 years, and they're like, hey, I think we can do it again. Another.
Next year, her insurance company's going to pay her.
Right. At this rate.
Right. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Try for $0 at rocketmoney.com/braincandy. That's rocketmoney.com/braincandy, rocketmoney.com/braincandy.
Yes. I have to complain about a new genre of man I have
You had
discovered.
me complain.
Yes.
And men.
Yes. Yes.
What? A new genre?
Yeah, I don't know if we've talked about this before, but I'd like to discuss this, what I discovered on my flight back home from Costa Rica. And I was like, ugh.
Okay.
Instant barf. Okay.
Okay.
The guy and it's usually when you're on a trip to one of these, like Thailand, Mexico, Costa Rica, those places. They're going to say, so, you coming home? And you go, yeah. And then they're expecting you to then say, what about you? And then their answer will inevitably somehow get to the point that they part-time live in one of these places.
They love it.
Oh my God, Susie, I talked to like 4 of them, and they all set up the conversation the same way. And then after, at about the third one, I was like, oh, I'm not engaging in this anymore, because then, and so I just shut it down and was like, oh, I
no hablo English.
live most of the time in Costa Rica. My mom, we own property.
Yeah,
or
good for
whatever
you.
I say, because
so you're saying I'm on to you, dummy.
It's such he sees somebody who, like a woman traveling alone, and they're usually like late 50s.
What's his play here? He wants to sleep with you?
Or he wants to flex that he
because maybe you'll want to come back and you'll stay with them?
I don't fucking know. Oh my God, I didn't even think that far. I just thought this was like I want to brag about my property in Costa Rica.
That's probably it. Probably. But
because remember, I'm often in like Birkenstocks with socks on at the airport, as we were.
But I mean, why would he be saying it if he wasn't interested?
I just hate it. Or he's saying it loud enough so, I don't know, some other woman within earshot can hear. But I
feel like men are getting worse at their pickups.
I mean,
yeah.
So. I really like this story of exchanging bad pickup line, because I very rarely get hit on or anything like that. But I did go out with some girlfriends the other night, and I why
would you do that?
I had my first. Suze, we went out to sushi and had a 5:45 reservation.
I was just gonna say, I know this was before 6 p.m.
Crazy, okay? 5:45 reservation, and
Mama's
we were all
tired.
Thrilled. Got out before the sun went down. I decided to take my new cowboy boots for a spin, for like nice ones, like going out ones, like, and it was so fun.
Pupper.
And so I was wearing like boot cut jeans with a
oh my God, this is so.
button
do you have
down
like a
shirt.
Belt buckle yet?
Not yet, but I do. I was wearing a belt, I looked, and so I'm walking down the street, and this guy comes cruising by, like 2 guys. He looks like he's about 20 something on one of those little scooters, like
moped or whatever,
little rental ones.
The
lime little things.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, mama, look at you!" And he goes, "You look Canadian." And then he goes, "That's exotic."
He sounds fun.
He was fun.
I would totally go for that.
Like,
that is bizarre. Were you wearing denim on denim? Is that what it was?
No, I was wearing denim, but I was wearing a button, just like a kind of oversized, like corduroy, like, you know, like shirt jacket kind of thing. Yeah, like a blouse.
A jacket. She was wearing a jacket.
Like that. Like, you know.
And yet, what about that was Canadian?
That was my question. I don't, and mind you, I'm in Colorado. This is like horse country. I'm wearing cowboy boots, and like
this
you
is
look
so
Canadian.
Great. Do you think he was drunk?
That's exotic. No, he was just having a good time. He was scooting around and doing doing like burnouts, you know, with the tires and everything, annoying everybody on the street.
How old would you say this fellow was?
22.
I love him.
And when he was like, "That's exotic."
Did you laugh? Did you laugh?
Yes, of course I did.
Yeah,
and then I was like, "Oh, Mama still got it."
Yeah, first of all, that's a great feeling. And
Great
second
feeling.
of all, I want to reward funny men.
Yeah, that was good. And that I like that over. Do you want to hear about my second home in Costa Rica? Fuck all the way off. Which, like, trying to hide it in the conversation, trying to get me to ask you, like,
I hate
are you
the
coming
question
home?
that's meant to invite the question.
Because you don't think like I'm that dumb.
Yeah. We thought you genuinely wanted to know.
Right.
Wow.
And so I'm not going to give you what you want. And I'm going to answer, or I'm going to give you the wrong answer, the one that you're not looking for. So.
Uh-oh.
I'm on to you.
Oh, my God. Well, what? Hold on. I didn't get my whistle fast.
Yeah. I just say.
Well, what's the answer then? How can you avoid getting roped into
to those?
Yeah, well,
you have to. I think if you feel like they're about to do something, which is them flexing something that they had, I say lie with the bigger flex.
Ooh, yeah.
That's because who the fuck cares? I'd be like, oh yeah, I got a place down there too. Where is it? Just name the fucking last place you went. Who cares? They're not gonna fact check you, and if they do, fuck all the way off. Like. And then if they do ask you, be like, funny. I will not be giving out my location to strangers on a plane, thank you. Yeah, so that's what I would do. And you know I'm a bad liar, but I will go.
Not in a survival
situation. Correct. Yes. So
I would argue you're really good.
Yeah.
Whenever it's to combat men.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you all of these. You're gonna have to hear all the stories and anecdotes from my life today. The day after Amy got back, we decided to go to the gym, and we went to a combat class, which we had no idea what we were signing up for. We thought we were doing like some I don't know what we thought we were doing, like some punching bag work or whatever. Instead, it was like, I don't know, kind of like a boxing / martial arts warm up, but all women. And then the instructor, who I fucking loved, she was a badass and looked really cool, would be like, all right, we're just not gonna be done. We're gonna hit him and we're gonna get him. And I was like, fucking A. I like
Susan Powder.
And then I looked over at Amy and I was like, wait a sec. I think this is easier if you actually pretend like you're beating somebody up. And she goes, duh. Yeah. And then for the rest of the class, I was like, and I'm fighting the patriarchy, and we're going to smash him. And I was like going nuts. And I am sore today. So turns out, fighting the patriarchy, motivation.
Great workout.
I think I burned an extra 500 calories because I was channeling my rage.
Yeah.
I had heard about this. The women have been doing this, going to these like kickboxing classes and stuff and feeling real good about it. But man,
you needed that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That it's kind of like those movies where it's like women would say I needed that, and all it was a chance to fucking beat up men in a kickboxing class.
Woo, that felt good.
Yeah. So that's been my weekend.
That. Oh my God, you've been so busy.
So busy.
And it's like it's pendulous because it's like the arts, and also ass kicking.
Ass kicking, you know? We lived a balanced life over here.
And that alliteration reminds me that we got some new P's for your list.
Oh, tell me.
Thank you to Sarah's iPad, who is evidently a producer of this show now.
She would have some good. Yes, I like this.
Obviously,
she gets me. She gets me.
So far, I think we had plants, pot.
Yeah.
I don't know what else, but obviously powder.
Oh my God, powder! I need that.
And pussy.
Plants,
Sarah
pot,
loves
powder, pussy. This is what else you need in life.
Probably nothing.
Probably nothing.
Just keep your feelers
and
out
pets.
for any more.
Plants,
that was it.
Pot, powder, pussy, pets. Those are my 5 P's.
Those are the 5 P's, baby.
Yep.
That's all she needs.
And I think for us, in our writer, it should be like mine, the P's and W's.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me write that down. P's and W's.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is good. This is good. Thank you, Sarah's iPad.
I know. She really is helpful.
I love this.
Us.
I just posted something about that today, saying like, what are yours, people?
Yeah.
You're on.
Because it is something to think about.
And I needed to crowdsource that.
All right, just take a breather. We're going to dive into Sarah's content, but first I want to dive into my bed because I got
my God,
Cozy Earth bedding.
Yes,
baby.
It is so nice. Well, Amy was gone for so long and sleeping in hotel beds. She told me how nice it was to be back in her own bed, and we're both sleeping well in those Cozy Earth bedding. And man, oh
nice.
Man,
that is so great, and it is such a treat. And if you want to have a bed that is one of those ones you want to slide right into. Yes. Cozy Earth is the ticket. And Mother's Day is coming up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you what.
Get her some nice pajamas.
Get her some jammies.
Oh, my God. I had to get my mother new pajamas because sometimes moms get to that point where their pajamas...
They're letting things slide.
The elastic is a little stretched. There may be some holes in some places. There may be some stains on them. And moms are like, no, I'm fine.
I don't deserve anything else.
Get her new PJs. She'll have them for the next 20 years, just like the last pair.
And it's such right. And it's such a treat. And or you could do like the bamboo sheet set, which is like this silky, breathable scenario. And then you could also get the jammies.
Yes.
I don't know. See how you feel.
She deserves it. You got siblings? Go in on this together. There you go.
Yeah, breathable, temperature regulating, designed with oversized fit for a gentle drape that settles around you just right in that bed. It's just, their stuff is the best. Everything I've gotten, I've been so happy with. Duvet cover, sheets. All right. I highly recommend the jogger set also because it's soft and amazing. Yes. And evidently they have clogs now. And I'm not privy, but
love a clog.
You
that has been on my list.
You do love a clog.
Of things to buy because my feet got bigger. My old ones don't fit.
Yeah, so. And then they're comfy as
I know they're going to be comfy.
This spring, give yourself the kind of comfort that lives with you all day, not just the moment you get home. Head to CozyEarth.com and use our code Brain Candy for an exclusive 20% off. And if you see a post-purchase survey, mention you heard about Cozy Earth right here on Brain Candy Podcast. Comfort lives here with Cozy Earth. Yeah, man.
Thank you.
We were, right before we hit record, which is probably bad timing, we were debating whose episode this was.
Oh, yeah.
It's up to you at this point.
Yeah, I've since taken over. Yes.
Okay. So it's gonna be
I've
Sarah's.
hijacked it.
Let's
because
do it. Not really.
Because we kind of started talking a little bit about what's wrong. Well, we talked a lot about what's wrong with men, but about how you mentioned how men are getting worse at hitting on women.
Yeah.
And I read this article that talked about something called the Great Unwanting. Have you heard of this concept?
This is ringing a bell.
Yes. Okay. So the Great Unwanting describes this trend of choosing cheap dopamine over like doom scrolling and things that are quick, instant hits over good dopamine like intimacy and connection.
Who's doing that?
Gen Zers. So there was a survey that was done of 2,000 Americans, and it found that 39% of Gen Zers choose social media over sex at least sometimes, while 21% do so often. And they're choosing, and this was the wildest one to me, 23% saw no difference between the pleasure derived from sex and the pleasure derived from doom scrolling. What?
Oh my God.
That means almost 1/4 of Gen Zers see that as the same thing, which means they're the article, I believe, was titled "Gen Zers are having bad sex." I think it was in Vice. I read this.
I don't know if that's it or if they just are like,
no,
they're just like zombieing.
Yeah, I think so too. And 1 in 8 believes that scrolling is more pleasurable than sex. But here's the thing: when I was having really bad sex, I wonder if I would say the same thing.
Yes.
Cheap, I think I would.
So I would say that about bad sex.
Right. So that's why the title of the article is kind of implying, are they having bad sex? Because
what is your conclusion, though? Do you think they're having bad sex? I mean, obviously some people are, but.
So I think that the study also said that 74% say that doom scrolling is as addictive or more addictive than tobacco and alcohol. And I think a lot of them don't want to be doing it, but have got caught in such a
habitual
yes
thing. Yeah.
And then when you're young and you're going to the internet for answers on sex and stuff, and then that's also the place that even like doom scrolling through porn and stuff. Like, I just think it's a recipe for disaster. And now it's an addiction, really.
Yeah.
That they're ugh.
I do not judge, because
Right.
these were devices and programs that were designed to be casinos. They're designed to be exploiting our evolutionary weaknesses. And it is such a shame, because what are you gonna do?
Listen, Suze, I know about this. I mean, I consider myself somebody who helps other people work through addictions and can I am fully addicted. So I have to do a lot of things to swap it out.
Oh my God. Yeah. So, but it's really hard for me to make the leap between something I totally understand, which is an addiction to social media, to sex ain't that great.
Yeah.
Because I'm not seeing that.
You're right. And it ties into a lot of other things. Like, I think we talked about in that last episode, we talked about how there needs to be changes in dating apps and how, getting more selective in that process and understanding that better. We're experiencing this feeling of burnout all over the place. I think we need to get better at being intentional with what we do and maybe setting up some, I don't know, parameters and boundaries for ourselves. But that's really hard when I don't know, you're a young person.
And
it's hard at every age.
Maybe it's both, though. Maybe their sex is bad.
Well, maybe it is. If you think about it, if you only learned about sex from porn, and you are constantly distracted and have a very low attention span, a lot of sex is about having an attention span. Or you have to keep it interesting. Wouldn't you say?
I guess so.
You have to be focused. I mean, I know as somebody with ADHD, my mind can go all over the place, and I have to work hard to stay focused.
In sex?
Well, I'd say that I set myself up for success.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not somebody who can have
brain might wander.
Yeah, like in the evening, it's really hard for me in the evening. At the end of the day, when I've got a bunch on my mind, or I'm going through okay, what do I need to do for tomorrow? But in the morning, when I first wake up, good to go, baby.
Yeah.
Nothing, blank slate, free.
Uh-huh. Right. And so maybe they have those kinds of problems where it's they can't get their head in the game.
Yeah, kind of.
Damn.
I mean,
that is the only place my head is. I have to be intentional about other things.
Yeah, you're good at balance, and you're good at recognizing when to put something down, or how to use something as a tool.
That's what's funny to me about you, though, because I do not relate at all, but you claim that you have your tendency is like addictive social media behavior.
Yeah.
And I remember the first day you were at my house this last time.
Yeah.
And I discovered right at bedtime that your phone was like way up where we hadn't been in 5 hours.
Yeah.
I would never be like, that would not happen to me.
Well, yeah, because when I'm with another person, I'm never bored.
Yeah, but that's why I know that it's like both ends of the spectrum. Where I guess you get into this thing where like you're only into that phone or whatever's going on in there, and then you get totally into whoever you're with.
Yeah.
I'm always right there in the middle. Like I'm right there with you, but also like, hey, what's cooking here?
Have you ever seen one of those, like maybe like an anxious dog who like they're always dogs who have like anxiety problems and shit.
Yeah.
And then the dog will get fixated on doing something like digging a hole or scratching or like licking themselves.
Gnawing on its paw.
Yes. Or like I go visit some horses and there are these couple horses that will get fixated on just chewing a block of wood. And it's almost like you have to snap their brain out of it. You have to like distract them with something that's more like...
more interesting than that.
Yeah. Get their brain to override whatever that is, because it's like, well, I've done it when I get stuck like picking at my face or something. And you'll be like, you
go in this like
you go into
zombie
time
zone.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. So I find that I get into that when, I mean, that's why I need a fucking farm, because I was telling my girlfriend, I looked at my watch one day when I was in Costa Rica, it was noon. And by noon, I had already fed all the animals, done a lesson with a horse, taken another horse to the beach and back, given another horse a bath. And I was like, I haven't even started my work day yet. I've done more today than I'd done in a week. What the hell? And
I do think animals are really good for neurodivergent people.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because
like Arnold, you know how Arnold has all those farm animals?
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they just wander in his house. He doesn't care.
I love this.
But that's the first thing he does in the morning is he has to go out and feed them. I mean, they are hungry.
And it gets you. It's real. Yeah, it is so healthy.
Because you don't care about you.
Correct.
But you care about other people.
Correct.
And he's dyslexic.
Uh-huh.
And so I know that he employs all sorts of things to work around the way he is.
Yep. This is what I need to do. And I feel like no city living is going to help this function. And I will be so productive in a place with more to do, which doesn't make sense, but does make sense. You know what? It's like the way a fidget spinner works for a kid. Or anything like we'll give them more
when you
things.
Do more
when you overstimulate to then get them to focus. I'm going to overstimulate this individual so that they can get their job done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's great.
I'll tell you what's getting its job done, and that's OneSkin.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to OneSkin. Absolutely love it. I've been using it consistently for so long.
It is a godsend.
For all skin ailments, like it's helped so much with my eczema. I put it on. I don't even have any right now because I've been using the body stuff, and it is so nice to just be able to have one product that has the really good science backed. I can't do it. I'm gonna be a farm girl. I need one product. Maybe two, maybe an eye cream, maybe a fidget. That's all. Yeah, we don't have time.
Yeah, you got to know what you need and use that and then be faithful with that. And then you're going to see results. And that's what I found. And they have the patented OS1 peptide, which is the first ingredient proven to target those senescent cells, a key driver of wrinkles, fine lines, loss of elasticity, all the stuff I don't want. Yeah. And like basically because time ain't standing still and I'm getting old. And their results were validated in 4 different peer-reviewed clinical studies. And we are all about that. Born from over a decade of longevity research, OneSkin's OS1 peptide is proven to target the visible signs of aging, helping you unlock your healthiest skin now and as you age. For a limited time, try OneSkin with our 15% off using our code BRAINCANDY at oneskin.co/braincandy. That's 15% off oneskin.co with code BRAINCANDY. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you.
Yes. My aunt has become a loyal member now. Or
Yeah,
user.
it's great stuff. It's great.
And she's 80, so you works all ages.
She looks amazing.
I know. Does she look amazing or what? No, I'm thrilled.
That's why I'm about Peg. I'm like, I know.
This is great. And then I took pictures with my mom and Tara Marie was like, "Whoa, check out the legs on your mom." And I'm like,
yeah,
okay, there's hope for all.
Good genes, good genes, baby.
That's right, good genes.
God willing.
Okay. What else do I want to? To wrap up on that study on the great. What did I call it? Unwanting. One of the what they said that I thought, it was some guy's quote. He said, "Content is safer than connection," which I'm like, ugh, that's
true.
That people feel safer in the content, that it is risky when you put yourself out there for connection.
People are people.
Yeah.
Right? It's like whenever that 90-year-old guy invited me to his birthday party and then I couldn't go and then he was like mean to me. And I was like in tears about it, but I said it's worth it because like I didn't like that. That was painful.
Yeah.
But I think it seems like people have embraced the idea that no feelings are better than sometimes having difficult feelings.
Right.
Well, and I don't agree.
I totally disagree too. I'm with you. Because we've been taught from this I think, well, this is a very good segue into the next thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
Which is a study that was done on, we finally have, not even a study, we finally have an agreed upon scientific definition of well-being.
Okay.
It sounds like, well, yeah, of course, but we actually didn't.
I mean, you do need to have a definition.
You absolutely do. Because when you have a definition of something, you can measure it, you can assess it, you can then say if somebody's not well, then they can, when we work in a world with insurance, then things can be covered by insurance, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So scientists from 11 different disciplines came together in this international consensus of what it means to be well. And there were 6 factors that stood out. So what they did is they took these 122 academics and they gave them a survey on what factors they felt were essential to positive mental health. What would you say are some of the things that you would say are essential to positive mental health?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Like a support, like community people that support
close
you
connections with other people.
A sense of meaning.
And that's number 1 on the list. Meaning and purpose to one's life.
How many are there?
6.
Okay. I would say security, like financial or otherwise. Sort of like
that surprisingly, I would say that maybe fits into number 2, which is life satisfaction.
Oh,
and I think in order to hit that you're
that's funny. Okay, so meaning, community, satisfaction. What else?
I'll give you the other ones. Number 3 was self-acceptance. Accepting who you are, your situation. I think this is really important. Like, my girlfriend works with a lot of people who have been in accidents, people who have, she works with amputees, people who are missing limbs. And there's a lot of self-acceptance in that, where you have to accept that this is the situation. What are we going to do now?
Yeah.
Even me as a therapist,
that's the serenity prayer.
It absolutely is. Amen, sister.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, man. That's so true.
Yeah. And then number 5 is having autonomy over one's choices and self-expression. Yeah. So important. Our right to our own body.
A voice.
A voice, free speech. And then number 6.
Decision making.
Yep, decision making. And the last one is often feeling happy, positive, or cheerful.
Oh, like optimism.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean that you have to always be one of the things that the study also pointed out, what it clarified, is that it's very possible to experience periods of mental well-being even while living with a mental illness or even while going through tough stuff. That positive mental health isn't about feeling good all the time. It's more
that's like the joy, happiness, like
yes,
comparison.
That you can be joyful even in sad times.
Sad, yeah.
Yes, and it's super, like, that is a beautiful message that the study showed that it is okay.
It's about a beautiful message.
It's about having a combination of emotional well-being, psychological functioning, and social connection that helps you live a meaningful, manageable life even when things might be hard. And then I'm thinking about the times where I've felt like I've gotten a case of the saddies and I'm just feeling depressed and not good. And like, what does it mean? I'm not accepting myself at this moment. I'm not feeling happy and cheerful. Well, I think what kind of things could I do that would, where I could find meaning, where I could have close connections, where I could have autonomy maybe over my choices or self-expression. Well, I'm thinking volunteering at an organization that's maybe like protesting or speaking out, or like say you love animals, go and volunteer at an animal sanctuary. That checks off like every single one of these boxes.
Well, yeah, and here's a pro tip. Whatever you don't want to do, that's what you ought to do.
Yeah, you should do that.
That's what I learned.
Yeah.
And that includes exercise, sleep, hanging out with your buddies.
Sleep is it. I don't want to sleep ever because I have like FOMO of life. Like I'm like, for stupid shit. Like, but I need to see this next episode of Euphoria. No, you fucking don't. Go to bed, Sarah. And then as soon as my girlfriend gets home, I am very like regulated and we go to sleep like instantly when we're together. I wake up oh my God, this is the best thing ever. My life is so good. For like an extra 2 hours of sleep, what am I doing? Watching TV or doom scrolling.
Our brain is sabotaging us, people.
Whatever it says I don't want to do. You know, we just need to sometimes be our own, like, strict parents. What were your rules? Did you have strict rules about bedtime? What was it like for you growing up with that bedtime, all that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was strict.
Yeah. No.
Lights out.
Yeah, lights out.
That's why you're good at that. Damn.
Oh, you
and
didn't
brush
have
your
that.
teeth, all that.
Brush your teeth.
Like somebody checked and everything.
Well, I mean, it was just you just did it.
You just did it.
But you didn't do that. It was like fucking anarchy over there.
Well, and half the time my mom,
blast.
You would have loved it. Half the time my mom would be working, like she's a single mom working in the film industry. You know what time she's getting? She's getting home late. She's getting home way past when we're supposed to be in bed. And I've had,
that's hard though.
Melody, the babysitter, who is like, I'm definitely.
See, you know what? That was funny. Specificity.
Yeah.
That's so funny. She was like, whatevs.
Whatevs.
Yeah.
She's fucking cool.
Shit.
She didn't give a shit. I'm most of my style, basically Melody. The babysitter.
Yeah.
I'm dressed like her today.
And so like now you're not inclined to like have the bedtime routine.
None. I'm so bad at it. It's but if I have a partner there, if I have another person there or an animal or something like that. I mean, my dog Bo used to put me to bed. She would look at me and she'd be like, "What are we doing up?" And then she would go to bed and I'd be like, "Oh, I guess I would follow. I guess I have to follow her." And then we'd go to bed because Bo would go to bed. So,
yeah. But I mean, a lot of cards are stacked against you. I think you're doing a real good job.
I know I'm doing a good job. That's why I feel like I've been doing some reflecting, like on my own, like well-being, and I've just been like, even when curveballs come around, even when things, when you're in the public eye enough, there's always somebody who's going to say something online or a message I'm going to see, and I just have taken such good inventory of my life lately and feel so good and so feel like I'm well that I have meaning and purpose. I love my job as a therapist. I love that 1,000th episode party that we had. Gave me so much meaning and purpose. All you listeners, like everybody who told me such wonderful things about what they got from this. Hello, meaning and purpose, if I've ever heard it. Life satisfaction. Oh my God. I'm like holding signs up for people at the airport. Self-acceptance. When all of your reproductive organs get taken out of your body overnight, you got to learn to accept some shit pretty fast. We know I love some close connections. You've taught me that. You've like showed me that like it's like these kind of things over and over. And nobody's ever said I wasn't positive and cheerful. So high well-being.
Yeah.
Insurance would definitely not cover my therapy at this point. They're like, nah, she's
not
fine.
buying it.
Yeah. It's like the person who's trying to make the insurance claim and like, you know, is limping and then leaves and, you know, goes for a run. Like that's it. I'm going to be like, no, I promise. I have PTSD from my childhood. And they're like, girl, you're thriving. I
You're
know,
fine.
but yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
that's good. And I'm really glad they came up with that list.
yeah.
Because that is helpful to hear. Also, just to know what the factors are that contribute to goodness, that make you feel like your life is worth living and like things are okay. And
then the things that it's kind of like that list where we talk about what would 80-year-old you want in a partner. How we say like they don't think, oh, I'm so happy he's tall. Like nowhere on this list is like, oh, I'm so glad I had like the fanciest car. Or, I mean, yes, there's a little bit that says, like, we
it
need
doesn't
our
say,
basic
like, being
needs.
rich.
Yeah, being rich ain't on there. Or, like, you know, having a second home in Costa Rica.
Fuck
dude
that
on the
guy.
airplane.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
I really liked that.
That was excellent. I really love that.
All right. I think you are going to get a kick out of this next story that I have.
Okay, great.
So, well, I was going to say, do you know anybody who believes they've lived in a haunted house? But my mom thinks that you live in a haunted house.
Yeah, she does.
And
yes.
You know.
And it is spooky.
It is spooky in some ways.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we have a new suspect for what people think is maybe the spooky energy in your haunted house.
I'm into it.
All right. So I want you to consider you're like even in your own house, you're visiting like a older house and you enter like certain rooms and you just get like a vibe, like your mood shifts, but you can't see it or hear anything unusual, but you feel like the vibe. What you may actually be hearing or feeling and experiencing is something like called infrasound.
Carbon monoxide. Oh, what is it?
Infrasound.
Infrasound.
Yes. We talked about this a long, long time ago, but we never made the connection to this, or
domestic dwellings or something.
Yes. Okay. So we talked about it. We've talked about it with elephants, how elephants communicate in a lower hertz volume that we can't hear. We also talked about it. I watched it was something with Will Smith on National Geographic where he was talking to a blind explorer.
Oh yeah, you guys were talking about, or they were talking about like echolocation.
Yeah, echolocation, all that, and him like picking up, and infrasound was mentioned in there. We talked about it a little bit. So this is really what we may be experiencing. So researchers were like, I want to understand the connection between the physiological feeling that people get from infrasound and how this might be showing up in places like houses we think are haunted. So these researchers took 36 volunteers and had them sit by themselves in a room and listen to either unsettling or calming music clips. And during half the session, the study's authors also exposed the volunteers to 18 hertz infrasound tones through hidden subwoofer speakers. So each person then filled out a survey to record their emotional responses to the music and whether or not they suspected any exposure to infrasound. And then they provided a saliva sample that looked at their cortisol levels. And what the researchers discovered was that the participants' salivary cortisol was higher when the infrared sound was present, whether or not the individual was successfully flagged, whether they noticed the low frequency.
They sensed it or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so even if they listen to the spooky music or no spooky music, if they might think, ooh, I was listening to spooky music. You might think that, nope, still, even if they listen to the not spooky music and believed that they did not listen to the spooky music, their cortisol levels were higher.
Right. It was biological.
So the introduction of this sound just makes us feel that eerie feeling, and that it often is this infrasound is present in old pipes, old plumbing.
Why though? Because of
like
ghosts.
It's like a low. It's like, well, because of ghosts. No, it's that it's like a vibration of
but what's
machinery.
causing it?
Like
Machinery?
an HVAC system. Yeah. Like your old pipes, like water flowing through old pipes, or an old HVAC system, or an old basically machinery. Planes, these kind of like things that like big machines. Yeah. And then they found out is a lot of the like homes that they thought were haunted, or they're, people, and it would show up on, those little readers that people go around with in the haunted house. They go like, roo, roo, roo. Yeah, those are picking up infrared sounds. Like if you just turn off the HVAC system, it goes away.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I love that in this story, it's like Susie wants to believe. And this is such a role reversal. Like, usually I'd be like, but also, what about the people from beyond? My mom's going to hear this and be like, no.
Because I reject, like, I hate it on either end.
Yes, it's not. I do too. That this isn't, I would agree with you, that I think there are other things. In the same way, I think that some people are psychic, but also a lot of people are bullshitters. I think some houses may have echoes of the past, and some houses may have infrasound.
Shitty HVAC system.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Because, I mean, if you think about it, right, because there's overlap, right? Like, nobody in a McMansion says their house is haunted. People who say this are living in old houses, which have had a lot of residents. So it's like, is it the pipes or is it the ghosts?
Correct. Some comedian said, like, I want to see. Nobody's ever been haunted by somebody in a juicy jumpsuit. Like that is. I don't know who said that. That was hilarious to me.
Right. They're always like Civil War era, like antebellum, and I think the whole outfit.
We may be doing a little bit of creating that.
Because like modern people have died.
Yeah.
And the ghosts are never wearing like jeans.
Correct. But then my mom has had experiences where she's gone to places and she has heard, like, I'll tell you this story. She went to a hotel, and this was she lives in Costa Rica, and this is during the off season. And there's nobody else at this hotel, and she's hanging out at the pool, and she hears this fight. Like, she hears like two people like yelling, and and she asks the people at the hotel, like, what is going on? Like, what's the people yelling? And they're like, nobody was here. No, you're the only people. You're the only person here. And then she talked to somebody else, and they said, it's crazy. There was a couple that was just here last week, and they were fighting like crazy, and it was so bad. So my mom says that the echoes, kind of like when you scream into a canyon and the sound gets trapped and then you hear it again, that when our energy is so intense, that there's an energetic echo that can like stay trapped in that space, and that's what people can feel. And so I think that in the old house situation, but my mom's had it in like a brand new hotel where she's felt that, and she's just a sensitive person that picks up on that shit.
I think it makes sense because I always bring up the idea that everyone seems to agree on, which is that some people light up a room.
Yeah.
Right? What is that?
Right.
That's not saying they're beautiful. It's their energy.
Totally.
Energetically, they bring good vibes, baby.
Yeah.
And everyone has had the experience when someone walks in and you're like, get a bad vibe.
Totally.
Right? And so like, I don't know what that is.
Energy.
Yeah.
Right. It's a vibe.
And, it's like there's a line where people are willing to accept that because we all have experienced it. Yeah. But then if you start saying like they left last week and you could feel it, then they're like, oh, what are you nuts?
But then like anecdotal people always have those stories. And I think like you said, all things are true. Like we just have to take things into consideration and also.
I just don't like the Pipe's explanation as the full story. Right. And I don't like the ghost thing as like, oh, okay, we just think everything's ghosts, including in my house when we found out like my light switch was fucked up.
Yeah. Because don't you think animals always know the energy of somebody? They're those people who they
sure seem to.
It is crazy. They always know.
Well, they certainly react in different ways to different people.
Yes. And not even if they have food or not. It's just like vibes.
Yeah, and I mean, that does indicate that people are putting off something beyond what we can see.
Correct. I love it.
Yeah.
Spooky.
But it is spooky.
We haven't done that in a minute.
We were thinking it was just pipes. It ain't just pipes.
All right.
I like that.
I got something else to talk about.
Good.
This is one that I already warned you I wanted to chat about this.
Okay.
But there was a cute gal who was on Instagram who was giving a little lecture to her boyfriend. I assume it was her boyfriend or something, partner like that. And she was saying, she had this theory. And she's saying she believes that women's love for shopping and like going thrifting and like.
Oh, you sent this to me, yes.
Looking through the stores is connected to hunter-gatherer like biological instincts. Mm-hmm. And that nobody should ever say, speed it up or hurry us up through like shopping through a store and picking out what we want, because also bringing home anything for the home or bringing home a sweater for your boyfriend or husband is the same as the caveman bringing home a deer carcass to feed the family.
Yeah. I don't think that's weird.
I love this.
Yeah, I think that's just makes good sense.
Yeah. This is the first I'm hearing of this theory.
Me too. But I mean, as soon as I watched it, I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah. I can't believe that this isn't something that is like widely known and we don't discuss this. So this episode could be titled "Men Shush," because
yeah. Men shush.
Yeah, women be shopping.
Well, because
it's in our biology.
The way that it's framed, of course, we all know, is women like to spend men's money.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's why they even mention the shopping. The implication is I bring home the bacon and then she.
It has been my experience that I've gone shopping with men and it is their time that they are not appreciative of me.
Yeah, but if you don't go with them, like if someone's wife just goes out shopping, they're still annoyed. They still are like,
yes,
she's
you're right.
Shopping.
They are annoyed by
this whole like,
yes, they are
routine. Like, take my wife, please.
Right, I hate that.
It's that, and it's the implication is she's just spending the money. Meanwhile, like, sir, we work,
right?
Like, whose money?
But I've had boyfriends who have said, like, who have hurried me through stores all the time, like, got mad at me for taking too long in the grocery store. Like,
grocery store?
Oh, yeah. My mom always brings this up every time I talk about this one ex. She's like, I remember he's rushed you through the grocery store. Like, got mad at you when you took.
What? Taking too long doing what?
What? I don't know. What? Shop, like, I should have been faster, whatever.
Wow.
Just like. Yeah.
That's just general selfishness.
Oh, yeah. There were a lot of weird rules. Like, I wasn't allowed to make any phone calls to anybody while we were driving in the car while he was driving. Because, like.
Why?
Then I'm supposed to, I don't know. I'm like. It's
that
like,
was his time.
Yeah, I guess. Or like.
Good grief, Sarah.
He's involved. Like, that I should be. Like, I'm like not including. I don't fucking know. It was weird.
That is weird.
Like said, I was calling my brother on his birthday, and he was mad that I called my brother from the car. Right. What the fuck? That was if there's not a red flag.
It's that, you know what? It might be. You know how like you lost your phone at my house, and we were just like hanging out for 5 hours.
Yeah.
People probably do get used to you giving them your total attention,
and they do not like it when I'm not.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Right.
You're supposed to be in the whoever show.
Every part except sweet baby Angel Amy. She's so wonderful. But they're all like, you're posting. Oh, you're on Instagram.
I do remember that. They did not like you being on social at all.
Yeah. Like, how dare I?
We all want your attention. Well, I mean, because it is nice to be in that sunshine. Yeah, but they where's your sunshine, dipshit?
Yeah, he was not very.
It's supposed to be
right.
Both people.
Right. Exactly.
Oh my God.
Anyways.
But I think that she's onto something about the idea that why women do find shopping a pleasurable experience.
Yeah.
It's probably evolutionary.
And it's like, you guys sit for hours. Like, if you are a man who likes hunting, you sit for fucking days in those little deer sheds out there.
What are they called? Deer. Where they sit up in the tree stands.
Sure. Yeah. Go with that. Sounds about right.
Right. But that's why I think the thing is the money. They don't like it.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck those
we're
guys.
Making our own.
Go to Costa Rica, dipshit.
Yeah.
Hate your guts.
But don't tell me about it.
Yeah. Zip it.
Ugh.
Well, good work at any rate. That was real fun. We learned a lot.
Thanks, Suze.
Can't wait for your farm. What are you going to call it? It's got to have a name.
We've been talking about that.
It?
No, I don't. And I'm open to ideas, but I said that's going to have to be, we have to start thinking of names. We have to think of
maybe
something
gin
real
and
cute.
rice. Something to think about there. Gin and rice.
That's very cute.
I'm good at names.
Yeah, you are good at names.
Because what is the fucking thing they ferment to make gin? Elderberry? Did we just learn this? Somebody did in Trivial Pursuit. It was some berry.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but
it's not rice. But
yeah,
because what's that? Sake?
Yeah. Yes.
Wait, Adam, are you talking? Slowberry. Slow? SLOW? I don't think it was, but hey, some kind of berry.
I don't know anything about this. But if you have a good name, if you'd like to submit a name for our farm.
Well, that's my submission. Kick it around.
Gin and rice. We wanted something farms.
Okay. All right, people, if you forgot any of our codes, you should go to thebraincandypodcast.com because they're all there on our Candy Codes tab. And we'll see you next time.